Closing market comments for Tuesday, September the 28th. Well, the markets were strong yesterday but failed to hold today on a turnaround Tuesday. Corn closed down 7, soybeans down 10, and wheat down 15. Harvest progress is moving along, but we are about normal for this time of year in yesterday's report. Crop conditions yesterday came out with corn at 59%, unchanged from a previous week, 2% below last year. Indiana was at 70%, up 1. Illinois down 2 at 72. Ohio up 1 at 75. Michigan down 2 at 71. Iowa up 1 at 59. Minnesota unchanged at 38. Nebraska up 2 at 70. South Dakota down 1 at 23, and North Dakota up 1 at 17. Corn harvest progress. Indiana was at 15% on corn. Illinois at 21. Ohio at 6. Michigan at 7. Iowa at 9. Minnesota at 10. Nebraska 13%. South Dakota 10 and North Dakota 9. And again, we were pretty much unchanged from a year ago. 18% this week, 10% last week, 14% a year ago, 15% average. So pretty close to where normal at. On the soybean side, soybean conditions we're at 58%, also unchanged, but that's 6% below last year. So I'm not sure where we're getting as high a yield as we're talking about. We'll see as we go forward. Indiana was unchanged at 66. Illinois down 3 at 72. Ohio up 1 at 68. Michigan up 1 at 69. Iowa up 1 at 62. Minnesota unchanged at 35. Nebraska unchanged at 71. South Dakota up 3 at 24. And North Dakota unchanged at 16. Soybean harvest progress. Indiana is at 13%. Illinois at 10%. Ohio at 5. Michigan at 12, Iowa 18, Minnesota 30, Nebraska 17, South Dakota 17, and North Dakota at 26. Harvest progress for the week was 16%, up from 6% last week, just below last year at 18 and the average of 13. So again, harvest progress moving along at a good pace, but about normal. Beans are a little behind, corn a little ahead, but nothing that's out of line or to be expected. So we're going to have to wait and see how this thing goes. Yields are all over the board in the West. I'm hearing better than expected yields in a lot of the Dakotas and Minnesota. I'm hearing worse than expected in some of the eastern corn belts because of tar spot and corn. So we'll have to see. We got a long way to go. Dr. Cordonier was out last night. He had the corn yield at 175. That's down 1. You got to remember USDA was a little over 177. He had the soybean yield unchanged at 50.3, and the USDA was 50.6. There is talk that the report that's coming out on Thursday, this stocks report, we could see a drop in the corn stocks as they might lower last year's corn yield and adjust the corn stocks. We'll have to see whether that happens. Right now, the average estimate on the stocks on corn is 1,153,000,000. The September 10th report had it at 1.187 and last year at 1.919. Wheat stocks, again a new crop year, 1.855 billion bushels. Didn't have a number in the September report, and last year we were 2.158. Soybean stocks are estimated at 174. The September 10th report was 175, and a year ago we were 525. So obviously a huge change there. We need to have a big crop if this thing is going to make it through, if we're going to see Chinese demand. And that's the other big question in this mark. The crop is pretty well known at this point. We could see some adjustments. There's been talk as low as 170. I don't think that'll happen. And we could see an adjustment in last year's crop. Again, we don't know. But the big question mark going forward is demand. Are we going to see China and the rest of the world come in and demand product? Lots of issues going on in China right now. There's talk of shutting down 44% of the industry on a daily basis because of lack of electricity. They're shutting down soybean processing plants, which means less soybean meal, which then what does that do to the hog market there? How do they feed the hogs? What are they going to feed? Are they going to go back to the old way of feeding more corn? And if that's the case, will that increase the demand for corn? The corn crop in China looks really good. Big issues in Europe going on right now. Natural gas is extremely high, shutting down nitrogen production, shutting down all sorts of things, electricity. Just a lot of the world struggling right now with supplies of Coal, natural gas, all at record prices. We're the highest price in the U.S. on natural gas since 2014. World prices on natural gas are record highs. World prices on coal at record highs. So it'll be interesting how this whole thing shakes out. We do have the report Thursday. We'll try to give you an update after the report on Thursday. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.